All right, it's time to talk money. And every morning on Get Up DC, we're asking where's the money, because we know life is getting more and more expensive. And this morning we're talking about home sales. More homes typically sell in the spring. That's because buyers and sellers with families, they want to move before the new school year starts in the fall. But this spring, the market saw a drop in sales. So the question is, what's causing the sales slump? Owning a home is part of the American dream, but it's a dream that's becoming unreachable for many.
It's been a tough environment.
Lawrence Yoon with the National Association of Realtors says high sticker prices and high mortgage rates are turning away potential buyers.
That is the big barrier to overcome. And right now, at the moment, the Federal Reserve is on pause, reluctant to cut interest rate. So that is hindering the current activity.
The median existing home sale price in April rose to $414,000. Prices have now gone up for 22 straight months. And as of last week, interest rates for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage were 6.89%, according to Freddie Mac, which is likely why pending home sales fell 6.3% in April in all 4 regions of the United States. Experts warn prices are unlikely to come down anytime soon.
We are finding that home prices continue to hit new record highs.
But there is good news. Yoon says more homes are coming on the market, and that means buyers have more choices.
Good news for potential home buyers. Now they can ask for a little better price, maybe a little more negotiating room.
All right, there is a silver lining to the increase in homes that are on the market. Some people are selling their homes because of more uncertainty in the economy and the job market as well. And we've talked about this since back in 2009, when the market was doing really bad. That was during the housing
crisis.
Right
after the 2008 recession.
Right after the recession.
Terrible
there was an issue. This same kind of issue was going on. And right now, the 30-year mortgage rate hovers around 6% and up. Well, a couple of years ago, it was down to 3 and 4%. So that's a huge difference, and that's slowing down people getting rid of their houses as well, because they don't want to take on, if you got in on the low end of the percentage, 3 and 4%, and then you turn around and jump to 6, 7, depending on your credit, it could go up to 8, 9, 10%. Then that's a huge difference. So people, are a little leery into getting out and then jumping into something else.
I think it's interesting, the generational shift too, as people who are closer to retirement decide to downsize or move away. Can the younger people coming in even afford it, or is that a big hurdle? The affordability factor.
But it sounds
rent
like
over mortgage.
It sounds like, based on your report, that it is shifting toward a buyer's market right now. Leaning more
and a lot of that also depends on where you are, because we know in this area it's fairly, there's a lot of people here, a lot of jobs, a lot of government jobs still. So it's going to be more active and more the prices are going to be higher. Whereas if you go somewhere down to Atlanta, maybe still a major city, but the cost of living is cheaper. So selling a home down there may be a little bit different.
And I was going through my community magazine, and it was interesting to kind of go through the list of the inventory of homes. It seemed like townhomes were being sold more often than single homes. So it's also what's on the inventory. Is it condos, townhomes, single homes? What's the preference?
And a lot of times older people, when they get to a certain age, they don't want to deal with yard work. So
or stairs.
Or stairs. That's another thing as well. All right, we have more information on ways to save on our webpage, WUSA9.com, or just text the word money to 202-895-5599, and we will send it straight to your phone. And we would also love to know what matters most to your wallet. Just send your story ideas and questions to our dedicated email. It is money@WUSA9.com, and we'll work hard to make sure your financial questions are covered right here on Get Up DC.